It's a good idea to think twice before starting a business. The failure rate of startups is quite high. However, such a large proportion might be regarded positively. It implies that there is a lot to be learned from other people's mistakes. It's normal for a new business owner to make mistakes. However, it's not necessary to repeat the mistakes that contributed to the failure of previous businesses. Every failing startup isn't a total loss. Some achieved breakthroughs in certain fields that benefited other people or businesses. Other failing businesses were able to pay back some of their investors. On that note, let's take a look at the top 10 failed startups. Number 10. Yik Yak. Yik Yak was a fantastic anonymous posting app that quickly gained traction in colleges and institutions around the United States. Yik Yak began with a capital of $74 million and quickly rose to a value of $400 million. Square bought Yik Yak for approximately $1 million not long after. Snapchat released its app as well, capturing a significant portion of the market. What went wrong exactly? It attempted to imitate Facebook. With millions of users, they thought the best way to commercialize it was to remove the one feature that made it so popular, anonymity. They sought to turn Facebook into FB 2.0 by forcing users to create profiles. Many universities have banned the app due to cyberbullying, threats, and other improper content. Number 9. People. People was an app that allowed users to score and review individuals. It was initially billed as a Yelp for people and was possibly inspired by one of many dystopian episodes of Netflix's Black Mirror. It's true that they are genuine, living, breathing humans. Are you looking for capitalism's response to China's social credit system? People was initially not opt-in, similar to My Life, but in response to criticism, the creators created a scaled-down version, which has now become another boring social network. One of the strange things is that the proprietor of the company was one of the people with the lowest ratings on People. Number 8. Pets.com. After starting in 1998 as an e-commerce site selling pet products, Pets.com received about $110 million from investors, including Amazon and Hummer Winblad venture partners. That makes the company's ultimate bankruptcy considerably less costly than the other aforementioned startups, although Pets.com is notable for its .com bubble-era collapse in 2000. The firm, which notably spent a lot of money on a Super Bowl ad in January 2000, earned $82.5 million in an IPO a month later. However, Pets.com went bankrupt before the end of the year as a result of growing losses caused by an unsustainable business strategy and excessive advertising expenditures. In November of 2000, the firm went into liquidation. Number 7. Anki. At the Worldwide Developer Conference keynote in 2013, a promising young hardware firm demonstrated a new generation of slot cars. For a fledgling firm, it was a huge honor. Apple was clearly pleased with Overdrive's ability to push the boundaries of what the iPhone could accomplish. Cosmo was launched 3 years later by Anki. Ex-Pixar and DreamWorks animators were brought on board to create a wide range of emotions in the robot's eyes, and the plucky little robot was the product of a significant investment. In late 2018, the firm released the Vector robot, which is comparable but aimed towards adults. Despite selling 1.5 million robots and hundreds of thousands of Cosmo models, Anki closed its doors in April 2019. Number 6. Sprig. Sprig, a healthy food startup, shut down in May 2017, showing that on-demand food delivery is a difficult business. Sprig's demand continued to rise at a $110 million valuation, but CEO Gagan Biyani said that the complexity of controlling meal manufacturing for delivery at scale was a barrier. Sprig reportedly burned through $850,000 each month and was unable to find a buyer, according to Bloomberg. Number 5. ScaleFactor. ScaleFactor is a software platform for accounting and financing. It was backed by a total of $100 million from a variety of investors. It promised its users that it would automate all of their bookkeeping requirements. CEO Kurt Rathman blamed the failure on the COVID-19 pandemic in a Forbes interview. This appears to be a reasonable answer. ScaleFactor, on the other hand, was in peril from the start, even before the pandemic. The issue with ScaleFactor was that it was primarily concerned with high-cost marketing techniques. It was not a priority to create a product that matched the requirements and expectations of customers. Number 4. Path. As Facebook's user base increased and our friend list expanded, Path aimed to be the location where you conversed with the people you cared about. And for a time, the concept appeared to work. Google apparently attempted to acquire it quickly. By mid-2013, Morin said that the app was being used over 1 billion times each month. In 2015, it was acquired by Daum Kakao, a Korean technology business, and then we forgot about it. Additionally, the app was deleted from the app stores. Number 3. BP. When BP launched its used vehicle marketplace, it was a tremendous sensation. BP's future seemed bright to customers and investors in a world of growing on-demand marketplaces. BP was founded at a time when such an internet marketplace had a lot of potential. BP received a $60 million Series B financing round in 2015. BP chose to shut its doors in 2017. It has been in operation for almost 4 years. DGDG, a used vehicle dealer, was one of the initial bidders to take over BP, but the talks fell through. BP is a classic example of a great idea that didn't work out due to bad execution. The firm sought to expand too quickly, and its expenditure plans were unrealistic. Number 2. Ship. Ship was created with the goal of making international shipping as simple as 2 clicks on a smartphone. Ship garnered New York Times attention and a lot of investment interest just a few months after it was launched. It was apparent that the issues they were addressing were resonating with a huge number of people. Ship was unable to keep up with its own expansion when customer demand was halted. Ship pushed forward rather than changing his strategy from consumer client acquisition. Number 1. Quibi. Quibi was created and is headed by a team of experienced and competent professionals. They were able to raise a whopping $1.75 billion. Their products, serialized short-form video entertainment, did not appeal to a wide audience. All of this despite their expensive, large-scale production. Quibi was led by some of the most powerful corporate figures in the United States. In April 2020, Quibi debuted their app, precisely at the start of the corona outbreak. It was supposed to cost $5 per month with advertising or $8 per month without it. The United States and many other nations were in a health-related lockdown at the time of the premiere. However, this was not the source of Quibi's downfall. The initiative was bound to fail from the start. Is there a firm on this list that hasn't been mentioned? Do you have any information that may have been overlooked? Please let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, then give it a thumbs up and ring the notification bell button for our latest video updates. Thanks!